FlossTube, how are you? My name is Colleen of Rebel Stitcher Designs, and I am joined by two very special guests this episode. By the way, this is FlossTube number 110, in case that matters. But I am joined by the handsome but naughty Boris the Bad, and we have a new family member. I did post it on Instagram, but he is going to make his official FlossTube debut right now. So get ready for the cuteness. If you're not sitting down, sit down because there's a lot to take in. I'd like to introduce you to our newest family member, Finley. Here he is, the cutest little man. His birthday is October 30th, the day before Halloween, so that's just perfect for this Halloween loving lady. He came home this past weekend, so he's been getting used to family. Look at, he's already fallen asleep. This is perfect, look at him. So he is a little snuggle buddy. We are fully smitten as a family with him. He is just an absolute snuggle bug. But, you know, as a young new puppy, he keeps you on your toes. You have to watch him at all times, and there's a lot of chewing and peeing and pooping and all typical puppy stuff, which is fine. We just adore him. But let me turn him around so you can see him better. So Boris is not quite so sure what to think about Finley. He is not mean or aggressive. He does not have a mean bone in his body, just naughty. But he's very cautious and like a little scared of Finley in an odd way, which I wasn't quite expecting. Like Finley and him do like a chase around the counter in the kitchen and stuff, and it's just absolutely adorable. But they are both very, Finley adores Boris, but Boris is not quite sure what he thinks of Finley yet. But this little man is bringing so much joy to our family, and he has very big shoes to fill, but he is making his own way in the world, and we love him for who he is. And he's so handsome. Do you see how handsome he is? Look at that boy. Do you see him? Oh my goodness, look at that face. So he's already had his morning breakfast. He had his playful romp with Boris. So he's probably in the snuggle nap time mode. So I figured it might be a good time to film a FlossTube, but yet you won't really see him that much. So since the last time I filmed, we had the holidays, and we went to New Orleans over from Christmas, from like New Year's to day before Christmas, no, New Year's Eve. So for like a week we were in New Orleans to visit family. My wife is originally from New Orleans, and it was long overdue to do a holiday trip back home, back to her family. When the kids were little, I was kind of a tyrant about traveling over the holidays because the thought of doing the logistics of Santa, not at home, like would send me to an instant panic. So the kids are older and that's not an issue anymore. So we went down, and Nicole got to spend, we all got to spend time with her family, which was very nice. And we did all kinds of fun Christmassy stuff. I did make a little video montage, which I will include at the end of this video, hopefully, if all goes right. What do you call it? But our hotel, we stayed in a hotel, was right in the French Quarter, right off of Bourbon Street, and it was a lot of fun. We did a drive-through light show, Lights in the Oaks or something like that it was called, which is really neat. And all the hotels have all these beautiful holiday displays and stuff, and so we did that. We got to see one of our nephews had a soccer tournament. We got to go watch him. It was just really nice. Nicole and Walker ate their way through New Orleans with all the fried seafood and everything. And Ed and I had beignets, so, you know, it was good for everybody, and it was really fun. We did get to visit 2 cross-stitch shops while we were down there. The first one is the Quarter Stitch, which is right in the French Quarter. I think it's Charter Street it's on. It's a fantastic location. It's a really cute shop. They mainly specialize in knitting and needlepoint, but they do have some cross stitch. They've carried my needle minders for quite a while, and apparently their client base likes a lot of the cryptids and quirky kind of stuff, so I'm a great fit. So I wanted to pop in and say hi and introduce myself. So if you're in the area, and I highly recommend the Quarter Stitch. And then the other shop we went to is in the suburbs in Metairie, but it's just right outside of New Orleans, and that's called Accents Incorporated or Limited. I'll look it up. And they seem to specialize in a lot of local charts of different landmarks and cultural kind of things. So that was really fun because I wanted to pick up a couple things that Nicole might like and to stitch. So that was neat. So those were the 2 shops that I got to visit while we were down there, and I didn't have my act together and do a shop tour. I took a picture of the outside of the Quarter Stitch, which is in my little video montage, but I didn't even take my camera out at Accents. It was kind of like get in, get out while we were doing other sightseeing stuff and family things. So I dropped the ball on that one. Let's see. I've stitched on 2 things since the last video. I've only stitched on 2 whips, and let me show you what I've been working on. Excuse me, the reach here. The first is a Prairie Schooler. I've been stitching this middle one from Home for the Holidays. It's book number 86. And I had a while back pulled out maybe 3 or 4 Christmas Prairie Schoolers and asked Nicole to pick which one she liked the best. And this is the one she picked, and this is as far as I have gotten. I think I've made pretty good progress. I have not filled in Santa's skin because I think I'm going to do a skin tone conversion and add a little extra melanin in there for him. But I've got a whole reindeer, and I'll be moving on to the next one. The border gets a little, for myself, the border gets a little monotonous, but it's nice because you don't have to count. You know, it's kind of mindless. So this is stitched on 18 count Fawn by Picture This Plus, and I am doing 2 strands of this with this. So it has a little bit of a fuller effect, but I don't think it's overly bunchy or anything. And here's my Papa Noel needle minder, which I do have back in stock. I sold out right before the holidays. So I just got more in. Actually came back in while I was in New Orleans. So if you're looking for the Papa Noel minder, check the website, rebelstitcher.com. I should have added that back in stock. So that's the first piece. I think I've made pretty solid progress, but I'm completely over holiday stitching, so this is going to get put away for a while. Whenever Nicole would watch football, I would pull this out and sit and stitch with her because I don't understand football. I don't really care about football, but I'm being a supportive wife, so I sat down and stitched while she watched football. So that was the first whip that I worked on since the last time I saw you. And this one I brought to New Orleans with me, and I made good progress. I'm trying to find the cover picture. Here it is. By Teresa Koget. It's called Stew Snowman. And I picked this up, as I mentioned before, a while back. The Stitch Con that I went to with my friend Susie. Her and I each picked this up and stitched it together. She's long finished hers. I have not obviously finished mine. So it's one of the projects I like identified. I think last episode it was on a small group of whips that I would like to focus and finish in the upcoming year. That's as solid as my plans are, is just kind of look at these whips and focus on them. So I want to finish him as a stand-up, so I'm not doing all these letters in the back, the alphabet or anything. So this is as far as I have gotten on Stu the Snowman, which I think is pretty solid. His whole white body is filled in. I'm working on his pants. And so I have pants and fill in the hearts and feet. And then I'm done. So I worked a lot on this while I was in New Orleans at the airport, this and that. I did not stitch him on the plane because Edda and I were watching shows together, and she was my little travel buddy, and it was so sweet. So I just wanted to soak up every second. We each shared an earbud and we watched a show together. So I chose that over stitching any day of the week, because we all know as parents, she's 12 now, so those moments will be fleeting. So I'm soaking it up while I've got it. So Stu the Snowman, this is my own color. It's not called for. I picked the colors I liked when we kitted it up. And I don't know, it's an 18 count, I think, piece of leftover X-Jew that I don't remember what it is, but it's something like old linen or dirty brown, something, but I don't remember what it's called. So those are the only two things I have stitched on since the last time I saw you, and I don't foresee myself getting a lot of stitchy time in the near future because this little creature that's sleeping on my lap will probably make sure I don't get any stitching time, and I've got a lot of market prep to do. All models for market are done. They might be in various stages of finishing, but I feel like I'm in pretty good, knock on wood, place for that. I've got a lot of new releases coming out for market, and I can't wait to show you those when we get a little closer and everything's finished and solidified. But so that's, I don't foresee me getting a lot of stitching done, so I'm just warning you on that. I do have a very, very sweet piece of Stitchy kindness and a little bit of haul, and then I have some shop news. So the first, I got an amazing package in the mail, and it included a really sweet card, and this is from Kathy. And she said in her card that she makes like a little blanket like this for all the new fur babies that come into her family, and she wanted to make one for Finley. So look at how amazing this is. It's Frenchy fabric with little paw prints, and it's a real soft like flannel, and it's just like a little puppy baby blanket. So I hadn't let him use it yet until we showed it. I showed it on FlossTube. So thank you, Kathy. It was so sweet, and the love and kindness of the stitching community, it always blows me over. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I know Finley will love it and get lots of snuggle on it, as long as this little guy doesn't try to steal it. So thank you so much. I do have a little bit of haul that I picked up while I was in New Orleans. I bought all these at Accents Incorporated or Inc. This is just, I'm gonna hold it back here, a freebie chart from Croquette A Go-Go, but it's a Halloween chart that she gave away, well, with purchase, I guess. And so then these are some local by a design from Needlework Vault, Sir Saint. Nicole picked this out. It's, I guess, the old style mascot for the Saints, Sir Saint. Old school Saint fans, I guess, will know that. This one is going to be a bit of a endeavor. It's called Crawfish Boil. I'm trying to see. Leslie Risters is the designer on this. And it's got Zatarans, Dixie beer, crawfish, oysters, you know, I guess a typical. This is from 1988. So there's a lot of back stitching. And then Nicole also picked this one out, the Audubon Zoo Express by Annette Dickin. And this is all the animals on the Audubon Zoo. Well, I guess it's a St. Charles streetcar. But, you know, that song about at the Audubon Zoo when they all asked for you. I'm not going to sing it. You don't want to hear that. But this is from that. So that's what Nicole... Oh, wait, there's one more. And then this is a more current one. This is from Dirty Annie's Bayou Santa, which is Papa Noel. And it's Papa Noel on the bayou with two of his gators, it looks like. So this one is much more doable than the other ones that Nicole picked. So I think I'll probably start with him and the Saint guy. And then, because this is only 70 by 105 stitches. So that's much more doable. But, so that is my haul. Not a whole lot. And I shop info-wise. I have 2 clubs that I run. The first is the quarterly club, which comes out 4 times a year. There's usually a theme behind it, and it includes a new enamel needle minder that I designed, a pack of stickers, and some other Stitchy goodies, mystery goodies. That club is, I believe, $20 plus shipping. And it should have come out in December, but with losing Albus and the holiday craziness, I didn't send invoices out until January. So that one is bad on me, but hopefully you guys understand. If you have not gotten your quarterly club and you do not want a spoiler, I would say fast forward for a little bit because I'm going to show it to you. If you would like, there are a couple people that dropped out, a couple people that moved in out of the wait list. I think I can accommodate a couple more people. I have to look at my numbers to make sure. But if you would like to join, my email will be in the little drop box down below, cmatthewsfrey@gmail.com. Send me an email with your PayPal information and I can get you on in the club if you so would like to join. But let me show you what you get. So you always get a little package kind of like this, and this is what was in this quarter's mailing. Again, if you do not want a spoiler, fast forward. So sorry for the crinkle. I'm just going to take this out. Let me show you. Crinkle, crinkle. Sorry about that. Okay. You take the bubble off the bubble wrap off of here. I always bubble wrap around the needle minder so the magnets don't stick to things. Sorry. So this is the needle minder. I don't know why, but for a while I've had the image of the blackbirds baked in a pie from that nursery rhyme, 4 and 20 blackbirds, has just been kind of like ideas or thoughts and stuff kind of swirl around in my head for a while, and then I finally will do something with it. So this has been swirling around for a while. blackbirds, you know, jumping out of a pie. So that's the theme. So then you also got a pair of bird scissors, a pack of 10 stickers. They always, the stickers always match with the theme. And then I paired up with Teresa and her daughter of Jersey Girl Stitch Co. And she made these amazing little blackbird counting pins. Let me open this up so you can see them better. Teresa was at Sweater Weather this past October, so I really kind of wanted to work with her. But here's Teresa and Anna, and this is their card, and it's like a little floss drop is included. And then these are the counting pins. Can you see that? How cute those are? And the one in the middle has a little red bead underneath. Just the most adorable little pins. So I will link Teresa's information, Jersey Girl Stitch Co. in the little drop down below. Check out her stuff. They make really, really beautiful things. And I appreciate her working with me with this theme. So hopefully everybody that got the quarterly excuse me, club mailing enjoyed it. I did look up before I committed to this theme what the origin or the meaning behind that nursery rhyme was. And it seems like a lot of people, there's no definitive answer. Some people think the 4 and 20 blackbirds baked into a pie nursery rhyme, sing a song of sixpence. Some people think they're talking about Shakespeare. Some people think they're talking about the pirate Blackbeard. Some people think they're talking about the king dissolving the monasteries and reforming the church, and the blackbirds are the monks. I just got a text from Walker. Apparently there's a big dive meet today, and they need him, and I need to bring his swim uniform. Oh, teenagers. Sorry, let me focus. So, who knows what the actual meaning is? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Sorry about that. My son Walker is a diver on the high school swim and dive team, and they have a meet today, but he thought he was getting this meet off because the last meet he did, he qualified. So I guess for you non-dive world people, I barely understand it, but so there's the whole season of dive, and then there's other post-season meets you have to get a certain score in to qualify to compete in. So his very first meet out of the gate, he qualified for champions. And I guess his last meet, he qualified for districts, which is the highest you can qualify for post-meet season. He's doing fantastic, and he loves it, and he's hoping to do it in college. What do you call it? And then once he's at districts, I guess he went to districts last year, so what they do is they make everybody dives, does a certain amount of dives, then they take a break, tally up the scores, and cut about half the kids or more. And then those second half, Walker didn't make the cut last year. This next bunch of kids, I guess, then compete, and then out of those, some of them then go to the top, however many go to state. So that's what we're talking about. So he thought since he qualified, he was going to get a break and not have to dive this meet, but apparently it's a big meet, and they need his points to get added to the swim meet. So I'm running over dive uniform and a towel and a chamois. So that's that. Okay, sorry, now that I'm rambling. So that was the quarterly club. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. And then the other club, which should have gone out in December, but this one's not my fault. I'm not a total mess up. Is there was some sort of glitch on the cottage garden thread end in Australia. I don't know, they had some sort of mix up and my order didn't get to me until January. So they felt bad and they generously donated an extra skein of floss for everybody in the club. So everybody got their typical, the club is 4 skeins. It's a curated club. I pick all the colors. And it's typically 4 skeins of floss every other month. It's a bi-monthly club. Again, if you'd like to get in that club, email me and I could get you on the list. But let me show you what, and if you haven't gotten your cottage garden thread clubs, or you haven't opened it yet and you don't want to spoiler, fast forward. But this is what everybody got, and I will show you. You get 4 skeins of floss plus a little sticker, typically. And they're usually, you know, a color or mood kind of a theme. So this, everybody got a little blue sticker. They were all little blue animals, bears and stuff. And the first one is blue wren. The second one is Sawyer. This is like a, not much of a variegation on this one. It's like a real deep navy blue. This one is called Sail Away, and this has got a lot of variegation from light blue to dark blue and a little like tan in there. And the last one is called Tropic Sea. So this is kind of like a blue-green. So I was going with like an oceanic kind of a theme. These are the colors. And then the freebie that they sent very generously to everybody. It looks like it's something for, it says Happy World Embroidery Day. So it's a custom color. You can't order this one. Really pretty. This would be a really nice like monochromatic piece floss. But again, if you haven't used cottage garden threads, it's, you work it right off the card and you could pull your strands that way, and it just is a really, really nice, it's a cotton floss, it's not silk, but it is a very gorgeous to work with premium cotton. I think that's all I have to say. I think I covered everything. I probably won't have another video until like market preview, unless somehow I get all this free time that I'm unaware of. I can't even film this without being put on a swimsuit courier alert. So hopefully Walker will have a good meet today. He didn't go to practice, so we'll see. So this little guy, Finley, go say goodbye to the peoples like Albus used to do. You want to say goodbye? He's like, I just want to snuggle. It's my nap time. He doesn't usually look this sleepy. Oh my goodness. He's just a little snuggle bunny, and I am so in love with him. So I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and thank you for everybody's support as we've made a transition of losing one family member and adding another. Thanks.